Hi, I'm Dr. Jordan B. Peterson, and you're watching Ethan Van Sciver, comic book artist extraordinaire and illustrator of my book, 12 Rules for Life, An Antidote to Chaos, on Comic Artist Pro Secrets. Bye-bye.
You see in her face the mirror of your dream. Make believe I'm everywhere. I'm hidden in the light. Written on the pages is the answer to a never-ending story.
And if you don't like my politics, don't buy my book. Don't read them. And if you don't like my politics, don't buy my book. Don't read them. Girls read comics. Girls have always read comics. Problem solved. White boys, comic book reader. Don't buy my book. Don't buy my book. I literally can't even think. We can have a little conference on that. Would you please get your politics out of my comic books? Don't read them. What comic books are you reading? What comic books are you reading? Would you please get your politics out of my comic books? Don't read them. What comic books are you reading? What comic books are you reading? Comic book reader. Comic book reader. May I curse? White boys, don't read them. We're very worried about comics right now. Independent comic sales are down. Mainstream comic sales are down. Everything in the mid-list is way down. You don't make a lot of money that way. There is nothing inherently masculine of heroism. There's nothing inherently masculine heroism. Girls read comics. Girls have always read comics. Problem solved. Magic. Going into the red on singles and not coming out until the trades. Stores are closing. You don't make a lot of money that way. So don't. Comics are booming.
Hey, Donnie Cates.
Ethan, how you doing, pal?
Good. I'm live right now. Like, people can hear you, so I'm warning you of that right now. Like, I'm actually doing a live stream right now. You want to say hi to Comicsgate?
Well, I would prefer if you and I could have a private conversation. I really would.
Well, I can't because I'm having a very public conversation. But if you want to say hi, Comicsgate, they could hear you right now, and they'd be very happy. 2,000 people.
I understand that, but hey, I understand that, Darius. I get it. We're all good. Everything is good here. I'm just saying that a text. I will. Hey, look. I'll just say this. And you know what? And I'll just say this. All right. Then what I will say publicly here.
Right.
I'm serious when I say that. I can see where you're coming from. Okay. And I'm again, I don't know. That's the conversation, right? And look, you're not going to get this from fucking Scott Snyder. You're not going to get this from anybody else. Like, I'm actually trying to fucking like reach out and say to hear. All right. And if I'm not being as eloquent as I want to be right now, I'd like to leave you with this, and but I will say this, man. I will never do anything to try and take food off of anyone's tables.
All right, pal. All right, you have a good one. See you later.
Wanna be the greenest love of me. Funny, now he's chubby and cannot even bend. Funny, they say he broke his pony too, but I don't think that's really true. What the fuck? He has a weak heart cause he's addict to cry.
There's gonna be a fire tonight. We're gonna see a woman burn. Sit down, enjoy the scream. We're gonna burn the witch. We're gonna burn the witch. We're gonna burn the witch. We're gonna burn the witch.
Well, how are you guys? Hi, it's me. I'm Ethan. It's Comic Artist Pro Secrets, and it's nice to be with you on this beautiful Wednesday evening, my friends. All right, My friends. If I could call you my friends, and you are my friends. Liam, whoa, says Andrew Baker. What's up with Liam? Is he okay? Good day, EVS, says Perth. Is Liam in here? Is that what this is? Smiller is having an art auction right now. You're kidding me. Where? Blacklist Universe? Tell me. We'll go and watch him. Maybe bid on some artwork. BassClef626 for $5 says, damn it, I'm fucking around on Indiegogo trying to figure out how to add a chicken box to my order, and you're here live streaming. Fix this now. Oh, okay. Well, since you mention it, let's just start over there and then talk about what's going on. Can I blow this up a little bit? It just doesn't seem like. There we go. Oh, wait. Now it's too small. Hold on. What did I do wrong? Hold on 1 second. 1 second. That's it. I guess that's just the way it goes. I can't. Hold on. All right, that's better. All right, so over on the Dark Harvest campaign, Cyberfrog Dark Harvest, we have added a few things. Finally, I got this cover done. I can only work on covers in between pages, so I get a little bit done at a time. But I wanted to get this. I'm working on like 3 projects at once. Crazy. All right, I wanted to get this cover done so that when Dark Harvest goes to print, we're 3 pages away from Dark Harvest being completed. When it goes to print, we've got a little printer slot there. Let's go ahead and let's make something else too. 1998, The Diary of Heather Swain. This is great. Now, here's the thing. I released this already as like a little ash can. It was also in a book called Ultimate Blood Honey, but in Ultimate Blood Honey, it had like 4 really embarrassing spelling errors at the end, like typos. Everybody like told me, they're like, you don't spell learned, L-A-R-N-E-D. And I know I didn't catch it. Learned. I've learned. So embarrassing. So went through, I changed a couple of things. I added a few things. I corrected any spelling errors and stuff like that. I got Kyle to recolor the cover, which now I think looks a million times better. It was a really cold blue kind of background before. I said, Kyle, I want this thing to be literally on fire. I want it to be insane, like with how terrifying it is. And so that's what he did. He gave me these beautiful fiery backgrounds for this and for the original Blood Honey Jumping Frog piece. All right. This is a follow-up to Blood Honey, a book filled with lore. That's what people say. They're like, I didn't know all this stuff about the Vespis. I learned about the Vespis. One is spelled one, not on. What did I put? Is there a one? Oh, I don't know. Is that, where do you see that? Anyway, and by the way, there should be a space in Van and Skyver. We'll fix that too. Don't worry about that. Old Man Yelling at Cloud says, are you sober tonight? Yeah, I'm very sober. I haven't had anything to drink. I've been working all day. Absolutely all day. Crazy. I've been working on like 8 things that just bouncing around doing everything everybody needs me to do. But I'm not resentful. I'm very happy. I'm very happy in my work. Anyway, we were able to get this done. So here we go. 1998, The Diary of Heather Swain, filled with lore and more information about the circumstances surrounding the Vespis invasion. You need to read this from Heather's perspective and with her research. It's a must-have. This was released as a mini comic before. Now it'll be full size. So this is going to fit. It'll kind of match your Salamandroid Deaths thing. You put it in between Blood Honey and Wreck Planet, essentially, and there you go. Also have a nice variant cover that I've done. Let me see here. That's right here, but it should be in the updates. I'll show you that. Yeah, this is the variant cover that I was working on. I've got Kyle Ritter coloring it. He says it'll be done Friday or so. Look how beautiful this is. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Critter. Kyle Ritter coloring for me. By the way, I said, Kyle, this has to be bumped up. This is like the this takes priority. Okay, so I need to get this from you as soon as I can. Here's Heather Swain lying on her bed, surrounded by important characters from the 90s for her, Dystopia, who you're going to learn a lot about Dystopia. Ben Riley, you're going to learn a lot about Ben Riley, Deathfly, and of course, Cyberfrog and Salamandroid, as she writes in her diary. This is like the cover that should have been, honestly. This is the cover that I wish I put on it originally. Kyle's going to color this. I'll have the colored version up here so that you can see it. I have the black and white so that you can just sort of imagine what it's going to look like. but it's going to be cool. So Friday or Saturday, we'll have that updated. This is Diary of Heather Swain cover B. This is Diary of Heather Swain cover A right here. So I think they're $20 a piece. Get one, get both, whatever, get 5 of each. Now, this is the big news. This is what I'm really happy about. I decided to, oh no, I'm streaming over the slumps. That's terrible. David L says, is it chromium? I mean, it could be chromium if it raises $100,000. I don't want it to. I just need it to raise like, maybe 10 or 20, and that'll pay for it. Which books are included in the I Want It All tier? I Want It All contains Dark Harvest. It contains the books that's pictured in the thing. Dark Harvest, Unforgettable Tales, hardcover, and then also the Chromium Blood Honey. Those 3 books are I Want It All. It's not a subscription tier. It's just those 3 books. And you can't get it anymore because we're sold out of the hardcovers. We're sold out of Unforgettable Tales. I put in my order for the Unforgettable Tales hardcovers a while ago, and I just maxed the print run. I capped it at 1,400. We sold 1,400 copies. We sold like 1,350. I said, I better just kill it here. So, yeah. Anyway, that's the thing. Granty's Nuts says, will the new Heather Swain covers be included in the I Want It All tier, or is it separate? It is separate. So the I Want It All tier is not a subscription tier. It contains 3 books, the 3 books that are pictured in the park illustration. Irene gets mentioned in Sims Flock. Irene is live streaming right now. I went over and I looked at Irene. I was like, oh, it's so cool to see Irene. She's so awesome. All right, wait, hold on a second. Here's the big news. This is what I'm excited about. Chik-N-Fried boxes. I have gotten about 20 messages from people saying, where's the Chik-N-Fried box? When are we going to get the Chik-N-Fried box? Now, we were going to make these Chik-N-Fried boxes way back when we started Wreck Planet, but the problem was, and the whole thing was, Doug Tenaple sent out his books in these mailers that were all printed all over, right? So I said, oh, we're going to make Chik-N-Fried boxes that'll look like fast food delivery, and it'll contain your Wreck Planets. Well, people said, so wait a second, can I get it in mint condition? And I'm like, no, there's going to be like a label, a mailing label on it, and then it's going to go through the mail. It's just a shipping receptacle to get you your books. And people said, no, I want one in mint. I want it to be collectible. I was like, no, I can't do it. Now I'm going to make another box. And you guys said, oh. So I said, all right, look, instead of this, how about if you want a collectible box, which is a good idea, let's make a double magnetic box, and we called it the honeycomb box, right? And the Chik-N-Fried box was retired into obscurity, but I still like it, and I still have the pattern to make it, and I've been looking at it often and thinking, let's make it. Why not? Let's make the Chik-N-Fried box at last, and you guys can get a Chik-N-Fried box, another box. Aren't there reusable rubber ones? Says Adderline. No. This is just going to be, well, I mean, maybe there could be. We could make reusable rubber ones. I don't know. But anyway, if what you wanted all this time was a Chik-N-Fried box, you can now get one on the campaign. This is what it looks like. This is the back of it. It's very nice, except it'll say 2024 instead of 2020. This was the prototype from the Wreck Planet campaign. Oliver Printing will make these. You can back one by itself. You can add one on at checkout. And there you go. So we're ready to go. We got these items up on the Dark Harvest campaign. Right now, you can back. And also, of course, even still, and closing tomorrow, okay, this is going to end tomorrow forever. You can still add on a discount Vespis Forager action figure and a discount 90s Cyberfrog action figure at checkout on this campaign. Lots of things that you can do. Now, somebody said, Ethan, I'm having difficulty adding on a chicken box at checkout. Now, I find that hard to believe. Let me just see what happens here. I pretend that I'm going to buy a copy of my own book. I hope my personal information doesn't come up. It doesn't. And then we scroll down here, and we should see the Chik-N-Fried bucket. Probably, there it is, Chik-N-Fried box. There it is, right there. Add perk. You can add the Chik-N-Fried box to the sorter. Just like that. Now, hold on a second. I'm going to stop sharing for a minute. I'm going to try it. Add perk. There you go. Continue to payment. I'm just making sure. We got some concerns from people here. some serious concerns that this is just defective. It doesn't work. And they're right. It doesn't work. What the hell? Okay, proceed to checkout. No, it's working. It works fine. Yeah, no problem. It's got my address there, my phone number, my credit card information, everything that I need to dox myself and have you guys steal all of the money that I have and all the money that I may have someday, right from my credit card. Beautiful. All right, I'm glad I'm not sharing. That would be the worst thing in the world. That'd be a terrible mistake. All right, let me see. I got everything in the Chik-N-Fried box, but not the box, says Preserving Light. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Woden Shot says, I have concerns about Shane Davis not being here. What are your concerns exactly, and how can I help you? How can I help Shane? I sent Shane and John Malin the link so they could get here. They might get here later. Shane Davis was out there bragging about the cover that we did. Did you guys see that? Shane Davis was out there saying this cover that me and Ethan and John Malin did is without question probably the greatest cover of the year, he said. Or he might have said of the decade. I don't know. He might have said of the decade. I mean, I don't know if I'd say that, but it's pretty good. It is pretty good. It all came together. We sat there. We worked together, like the three of us. We got in a little private StreamYards room, and John Malin had it up. He had the covers and all the pieces and everything, and we moved everything around. I said, could you move Shane's stuff off of mine? And they said, yes. John was like, yeah, I can do that. So John was, fidgeting around with it. It was good. He made it work. And the cover is good. I mean, don't get me wrong. Tom Tuttle says, you can count on my steel. Back 3 times and counting. Wow, Tom. Thank you very much. When are you going to make a food chain called Chik-N-Fried? That is the dream. We talk about that a lot, me and Andrea. Why don't we retire and then just open up a Chik-N-Fried restaurant and maybe a chain of Chik-N-Fried restaurants? Yeah, it's a fake restaurant within the world of Cyberfrog. Why not make it real? Then maybe the Vespis will come. Be nice. Guy in his room says, yes, I want that Chik-N-Fried shirt in your background. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, that's the only one I have. They were available for a while on the Crypto Fashion website, but Crypto Fashion's gone now. So that's the only one. That's the only shirt that I have. They sent it over. They sent me all the stuff that they made or were going to make. And I sold most of it on eBay. I kind of liquidated it to people. But yeah, I didn't sell that shirt. I just have hung on to it. Louis Felez says, where has Rainey been? Has she forgot about you, Ethan? I'm not hard to forget. She moves on. She's doing her own thing, and we gotta just appreciate and respect her. She's a strong, powerful, independent woman, and we must respect that about these strong, powerful, independent women. Yashma Ataru says, Will you send an email when you ship the 8 return honeycomb boxes that we purchased so we know when to keep an eye out? Yes, I will send an email. I will send an email with that. I will email you all and let you know. I'll be doing that tomorrow. Today I went to the post office and had to pick up $467 in return fees for inadequate addresses, mostly to Europe. We got a lot of angry messages. We're getting angry messages from everyone. First of all, the post office sent me a message saying we've got returns here, like big. I mean, because the problem is that the boxes we're sending out are like this big, right? So like 10 of those are annoying when they get returned. And they said, look, a lot of these are returned for insufficient address. In other words, despite my pleas, you guys don't put your entire address. Yeah, I don't know. How do you fuck that up? How do you get your own address wrong? How do you get that wrong? So we're mailing you boxes to Europe. It costs $150 a box. And then they get shipped back to us. And to add insult to injury, we have to pay this return shipping fee. There's postage due on these boxes that you paid for that didn't reach the shipping address because the person who purchased them didn't fill out his address properly. All we do is print the address out. I mean, we got to trust you that you know where you live. How do I know? I don't know where you live. You have to tell me. So we just so I go in there. I'm like, and the lady's looking at me like, son of a bitch, because I'm wearing my all caps comics gear. Of course, I'm always decked out in the brand. And they had a truckload of return boxes. I brought the boys, and they brought the Sprinter van. I made them do it. $467 in postage due. Duke Royal says, did you see Captain Cummings convert his channel into a biblical reading channel? Weird stuff. Everybody's nuts, man. I'm telling you, those guys are all crazy. Captain Cummings, Edwin Boyette, Mike S. Miller, Doug Tenaple, whole truckload. Demonot. They started 2 world wars. Do the math, DVS. Yeah, but I mean, your address, right? Email them Europeans. Quote, are you sure? All right. Yeah, I should. I should just have. What is that meme where that wrestler sticks his head out of the green screen and says, "Are you sure about that?" Mighty Joe says, "Why not make the Chik-N-Fried box a magnetic box?" I mean, that's an idea. And if I were to do that, I would have to charge you guys twice as much money, and I would have to get them made overseas, and it would take a little while. These Chik-N-Fried boxes that I'm offering you right here, I can make in the United States of America. They're simple, they're inexpensive, they're pretty good collectibles. I just think that's probably the better bet this time. I mean, I could make them magnetic boxes, right? But I would charge you twice as much, and I would have to send them overseas, and I would have to meet the thing about these boxes is I don't care how many they sell. If they sell 12, I'll be fine. I'll make them, with the magnetic boxes, I need to sell like 1,000 of them, at least 1,000 of them, or else we're not going to meet our minimum order quantity. Lol, F. Cummings, dude's been irrelevant for so long. He's got an attitude problem, too. He's a weirdo. Amoral Fat says, do items backed on Indiegogo ship all at once or ship out piece by piece individually? Yeah, like different campaigns ship out at different times. Right now, we're shipping 4 campaigns at once. We're shipping Electric Blue. We're shipping First Wave Cyberfrog toys. We're almost done those. We're down to 300 on each campaign, 300 orders on each, and I'm shipping those out. Mostly me, even though I had the boys do it. What day did I have? I had them ship out about 30 orders, big orders, like double orders. I think this week I had them do that. Wreck Planet and Second Chance Wreck Planet are the job of Mikey, the job of Zach, and the job of Brighton. They had me come in today and made me sign. Are you available to come in for a signing? I was like, yeah, they'll just add it into my list of things I got to do today. So I went in there and I said, listen, guys, don't have me come in here for a signing when all you're doing is giving me the books that you're going to ship today. If I'm sitting here signing, my brain is already numb. Just keep piling the books in front of me, okay? Just pile them in front of me. And so that's what they did. I mean, I signed a bunch of Jay Lee books. I signed a bunch of Our Heroes books. I signed a bunch of Villainous Scum. I signed a bunch of Kelsey's American Hopper cover. I signed a bunch of, I signed up some Salamandroid Death Stings. These are for people who specifically ordered signatures on the Second Chance campaign. And they're getting there. They're whittling it down. It's hard to say how they do it. I think what Mikey does is he knows he's got to do these campaigns. And what he does is he finds a perk that there is a lot of. And he'll be like, well, we can make 50 of this order, right? Because they're all the same. And so he'll print out 50 labels that are all the same weight, different addresses. Hopefully the addresses are correct. And then he'll have the boys put together those 50 boxes, slap the labels on them. Boom, they've eliminated 50 orders from the list. They're all different. Like most of the orders on all the campaigns are individual, and with Wreck Planet and Second Chance, especially Second Chance Wreck Planet, there are a lot of moving parts. Let me see. You see the Dick and Vito vid with the Icehound fan that didn't even read the book, says Demonized. No, I haven't had time to watch any YouTube at all. None, and I would like to watch that. Hey, make it into a long box too. Yeah, I'm going to do that because I think there's some money in it. So if I think but I want it to be good. Like, I'm not going to make something that I don't think is going to sell. But those long boxes, everyone is asking for them, and so I think I can make money at it. If I'm going to make money at it, I'm going to make them. I'm going to design them really carefully. I'll probably get Josh Lamb to help me do it. New artwork, make it look really cool, and all that stuff. I want to make it good. You got a guy called Zach working for you. That's kind of funny. I know. Hey, it's your boy Zach. I actually called him that. He doesn't know who your boy Zach is. So I'm like, yo, it's your boy Zach. And he's like, Yeah. He's handsome too. He's a handsome kid. So he came over to the house and Andrew was like, this is my daughter, Kaylee. And I said, I know what you're doing. No. We cannot have people, we cannot have our workers dating our kids. That's just not something that we could do. It's your boy, Zach. Let me see this. EVS with this size channel. Send Steven Seagal the link and let's do this. Aikido is non-fakery. What does that mean? What is everybody talking about? Joseph Wolf says, did you send out the Trump covers? Those are being printed right now. I don't have them yet. I don't know when they're going to be here. But 2 weeks ago, I was shown a photograph of the chromium cover. Now, they're the same insides as the Chromium Blood Honey book, so they're being printed at the same time, and I should get them all at the same time. So 2 weeks ago, I saw the chromium cover, and I got to think that they're at the bindery now. Right at this point, you make the covers first, they have to cool, then you make the books. I should have them soon. I'll get them with the chromium books, and I'll send those out along with I'll probably send the hardcovers out too. Dark Harvest is almost finished. 3 more pages to draw, and then Dark Harvest will be done. I'm juggling Dark Harvest in between Rainbow the Brute, getting this cover done, getting John and Shane's cover done. I'm fine. And also writing Fearsome, which I will tell you this, I got it. I mean, it's amazing when everything kind of falls into place. I like to tell stories, man. I really do. Kaylee, I had to take her to Party City today for some party. And so I'm in the car with her, and I'm sitting there going, you know what I'm working on right now, right? And she's like, I said, Fearsome, let me tell you a story. And she's like, okay. And she's listening because I've never talked to Kaylee about comics before. And so I told her the first issue of Fearsome. And when I got to the end, when I told her the punchline, like the final splash page, she was like that. It's scary. It's really good stuff. What is this? Storm 11RU says, what's the deal? I'm ordering on Indiegogo. I'm being told shipping is $40 on a $55 order, giving me a Philippines shipping price. What are you ordering? All of my add-ons are, for the most part, are free. So I don't know why I don't know how that's happening there. Shipping to Europe is a little bit more expensive because it is. Shipping overseas outside of the United States anyway is a little more expensive. But yeah, unless it's what you're ordering is kind of heavy, I think I'm asking for another few dollars to do 5 more copies of a comic book. But all of my add-ons are free shipping. Just we'll throw it in the box. So I'm sorry about that. It's a weird occurrence. I can't really explain that. All right, let me see. Trevor Nichols says, was the I Want It All tier? No, not a subscription tier on the Dark Harvest campaign. Do I need to back again? You need to back again, and I appreciate it. The I Want It All tier was me saying I'm making 3 books with this campaign, 3 books. And then I started to go, wait, I can use this open campaign. I don't have to open up a bunch of little campaigns. I can just add things to this campaign because there's no subscription tier. So I can put things on this campaign and I don't have to give them away for free to people who back the subscription tier. Like I couldn't put a little thing on the a new little thing like the Heather Swain, Diary of Heather Swain on Cyberfrog 3 because it would have to go in the box. It would make it completely unaffordable. But leaving Dark Harvest open means that I can, if I want to make a hat, I can put it on there. I don't have to open up a new You know what I mean? I don't have to open up a new campaign. So anyway, the I Want It All tier is those 3 books, the 3 books that you see in the picture, okay? Because that was all that there was at the time. It's Unforgettable Tales hardcover, Blood Honey Chromium, and then also Dark Harvest. Those 3 books, like that. That's a good deal. Still a good deal. Ethan, when you start us with a story, can you literally? No, she was. Hear her eyes roll. No. She was really intrigued with Fearsome. Really intrigued. And David Williams likes it too, I think. I sent him a couple more plot pages today. I've got the whole thing now. I got the whole story. I had a couple of little plot holes that I had a problem with, and then it just hit me, and I went, I got it. And I told Andrea, she liked it. We're ready to go. This is going to be good. I'm going to actually do a comic book that could be bi-monthly because I'm not drawing it. It could be bi-monthly. I got Jason Wright saying that he'll color it. I got to see what David Williams can do. I don't know if he can do that kind of a schedule, but we're talking about a bi-monthly comic book now for you bisexuals. Let me. And Moral Fat says, I want some of it all. Well, I mean, you understand. That's what the campaign was when we started this. Professor Savage Dad, welcome. He's become a member of the channel. I appreciate you. Yes, indeed. I want it all delivered to the Philippines, says Cord Wayner. Okay, if you want to pay for it, it's going to be expensive. Philippines. Let me see. Ethan, can you please get your boys to prioritize the unfulfilled wrecked exec boxes? I've yet to get mine. Obi-Wan, where are you? What country are you in? I will tell them to prioritize it. I move them around. I say, today, do this. Because when they were doing nothing, they did 2,200 of the 2,500 honeycomb boxes. And then people said, I started to get hate messages. And those took a lot of work. Got hate messages from people saying, when are you going to do the both comics tier, asshole? Did you steal my money? And I'm like, all right, now take a break from now go do the both comics for a little while until we get it done. We're almost there. We're almost through Wreck Planet. And I may just fall over dead. How many pages? Dark Harvest is 10 pages of new story, and then you'll get 10 pages of preview of Red Extermination in there. Oh, how many pages is Fearsome? Fearsome's going to be a regular size comic book. It's going to be a 20-page story, a 24-page book. It'll look like Salamandroid Death Sting. It will cost $20. We can do it at that rate. $20, if we sell 1,000 copies, we're fine, which is what I'm expecting. 1,000 copies. We'll probably do more than 1,000 copies, but 1,000 copies, we break even at $20, paying David a good salary, all this stuff. Valdez D. Frank says, would you kindly make and sell more comic box holders? Sure. Yeah, I will. Next year, though. Next year, I will. Is this only available in the Philippines? No, and please, we love you. We love our Filipino brothers and our fans over there. But if they don't want to order this, that's okay. It's very expensive. Antonio Cardina says John Malin will believe anything about that Seagal guy. Does John have a meme going about Steven Seagal that I missed? Hold on. Cancel my previous statement. Get past the initial payment quote and the shipping comes down. I thought so. Yeah, I hooked it up so that it would be. I hooked it up so that you're going to get smacked with a little bit of a shipping price for your first item, but then when you add things on, it'll make more. It'll be cheaper essentially because extras are free. Vice says, do you have any idea when worldwide subscription is shipping? Yes, I do. Today they did the bags and boards. I got to actually make that clear. We got enough bags and boards in now. And now bags and boards are flying at us like manna from heaven. All of a sudden, we had like a 2-week drought of bags and boards. And now all of a sudden, it's like we got a shipping order, 25 crates of bags and boards. Now we're set. Now we got bags and boards. So today I did also have the boys bag and board all of the worldwide subscription books. So those will probably we'll start sending those out tomorrow. We're going to have to ship the poster in some cases separately, but everything else is going to fit in one of those boxes. We'll Gemini mailer everything. It'll be really nice. Nice. We'll get it to you in a beautiful state. Philip Pinks says, mental meow. I wonder how many books Eric July needs to sell to be profitable. Yeah, I don't know. Like, his books are expensive though. So except, this new campaign, he knocked the price down to like $28. I wonder why he did that. $35 was interesting because it's $10 more than what, Comicscape books, sell for. But I guess the books are a little bit bigger. Like his books are like 100 pages. My books are 80 pages. So, I guess I could see like charging $35 for that. I don't know why he made them 28 now, but it is what it is. What it is. Let me see. Does this mean you got my gift from your P.O. box? Says Chris Topher. Oh, Chris, if you sent me a gift to my P.O. box, it's at the warehouse now because I was so pissed off at having to pay. By the way, I paid the $467 out of my own bank account. My money. Because all I had was my own debit card there, so I paid for the $467. I sent the boys around back to collect all the boxes. Now they let us in the back dock just that one time. And by the way, the other thing is I'm driving home and Brighton goes, Sonny from UPS is going to call you. I'm like, well, why? And he goes, because the UPS trucks are pissed off at the amount and consistency of shipments that they have to pick up from the UPS store. How is this my problem? Send another truck. I said, you tell Sonny to send another truck. He says, Sonny's on our side. Sonny wants us to continue to use his UPS store as a depot and a drop off. But he's saying the trucks that come and pick up the boxes, they're not big enough to carry all of the honeycomb boxes and all of the toy boxes that we're shipping in there. We're putting like 250 of these boxes in there in some cases, and it just fills the entire store. It fills their truck. And I'm like, you think, he's like, Sonny's going to tell you about it. I'm like, I will tell Sonny when he calls me that he needs to tell those UPS trucks to send another truck. How is this my problem? We're giving you more business. It's just more business. You want me to stop? I got the post office telling me I can't use their back dock anymore. I got UPS telling me that we're overwhelming their trucks. I told you this was going to happen. Jeff Stark says, okay, got my chicken box, both Diary of Heather Swain covers, and sign them. Also, I prefer short boxes to long boxes. Thank you. Thanks, A. Short box. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Uraj Matar says, John trolled Jay Bama and Shane hard about Seagal. Oh, really? He did? I don't know what is going on. Yeah, I mean, look, guys, this is your job. Like UPS, oh my gosh, you're giving us too much to do. What do you want from me? It's what you do. This is your whole business. And what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to be able to ship. How do people make enormous shipments? Oh, well, call us and we'll pick it up. Oh, you're going to pick it up. You're going to have the same problem. You're going to send one truck there, and your one truck is going to get overwhelmed by the amount of packages and the size. Listen, I make a huge package. You gotta send more than one truck over here. And I don't like this call for pickup thing. I don't like that at all. No, I'm going to drop this stuff off. Call for pickup. Then I got to sit there at the warehouse until 6 p.m. waiting for you to show up. Hold on. Trey Chester says, Ethan, you can sell comics and merch at the Chik-N-Fried locations. Oh, yeah, it's a win-win. Kids meal toys. Believe me, we are thinking, it's a fantasy of ours. We are thinking about it. No, job of UPS is to make it in time. The dupe tells you, so F the customer. Well, doing everything that we can. Welcome to business. Soon, once UPS gets mad, shipments will go. Oh, mad shipments are soon. Once UPS gets mad, shipments will go missing. No. That's just crazy. Hey, Michael Bancroft, did you get your packages yet? I know we sent some to you. In Australia, I did see them and was like, yes, awesome. Establish an account. They'll pick up at the warehouse. Yeah, but Norman, we're going to run into the same problem. They're going to need to, you don't understand. Like our shipments are huge. They're massive. And we literally just, the boxes that we ship in are so big. It's not like the old days when we're just shipping Gemini mailers. I'm looking forward to Dark Harvest because we're going to be shipping almost entirely in Gemini mailers, except for the toys that get added on. And the Chik-N-Fried boxes, we're going to be using Gemini mailers. These are just books. It's going to be a paradise. This is going to be like a paradise to ship this campaign. I can't wait. It's going to be a pleasure. Let's go. 267. 269. Oh, wow. Thank you, guys. Amazing. This is going to be a pleasure to ship this campaign. I really can't wait. It's going to be fun. Dark Harvest is a great looking book. And then the Diary of Heather Swain. Got it all mocked up and ready to go. Some people are criticizing a little bit of the layout here, but don't you worry about it. I like that. We'll fix it up. I just like that it says issue 1.5. I need to number all of these because one of the top questions that people are asking is, what order do I read these in? And that's a concern of mine. I am concerned about that because I have to make a list all the time of what order you read them in. I mean, I wouldn't know what order to read Harry Potter books in either, though. So I don't know how that gets done. Like, how do you know what order to read Harry Potter books in? Does it say? Do the Harry Potter books say, like, what order? Got my toboggans yesterday. They're awesome. And Obi-Wan is from Michigan. Oh, okay. Well, you're in the United States. That should be easy. Caution Time says, have you asked Eric July for advice? Many times. Yeah, many times. He says, don't worry about it. Let me see. So Dark Harvest is issue 1.5. No. Diary of Heather Swain is issue 1.5. Dark Harvest would be like issue 2.5. You know, if Salamandroid were like issue 2. Or maybe it's like 2.2 because we'll make Salamandroid Death Sting issue 2.1. And then, yeah, I think that's the way it is. Sorry, EVS. Indiegogo is whack. Yeah, I would like to ask Eric July for some advice. Hail EVS and his confusing comic book order. Now, I think it's very simple, but, you know. Let me see. The 5th is the biggest. The 6th is the size of the 3rd. That's how you tell? That doesn't help. Let me see. Here's Neil. I sent you a message concerning my Rec Planet order. Any news on when I should be expecting shipping, please? All right, let me look and let's find out. Sometimes we can just take care of it here. Oh, Jason's saying, can I get a script for this? I could give you the plot. Hold on a second. Let me reply. Jason. Oh, shit, I'm sharing this. No, I'm not sharing it. Okay, so share this tab and said, Jason, I can send you the plot. I don't script until the very end. Okay, so that's what I'll do. I'll forward it. Jason is now coloring. Jason is now coloring David's pages and pinups and stuff. I want all of this colored. I'm excited about paying David Williams to draw. Hold on, sent. Let me forward this script over. All right, here we go. Forward. No. Wait a second. Forward. There we go. To Jason. Perfect. All right, that should be easy for him. Yeah, I'm excited about David Williams drawing for me. I like that. David Williams is one of the best artists in Comicsgate. You know, next to John Malin and Shane Davis. Steve Roberts says, sorry, Neil. Let me see. Neil, consider my Rec Planet order. Any news on what? Let me see. Hold on. Let me find. Did you send me a message? You got to send all like concerns to cyberfroghelp@gmail.com. When you send them to me, they get buried in a bunch of other things. So, you know, if you really need help sending your concern, I'll just tell you that. Send your concern to cyberfroghelp@gmail.com because every morning the boys at the warehouse go through the emails and address concerns. That's their job, the first thing they need to do. So if you got an order wrong or you're like, hey, where's my order? Sending it to me isn't really going to help too much because all I can do is send it to them. So you could just directly say, hey, would you, and be nice to these guys. They work hard. Send them a message at Cyberfrog Help. Sometimes Andrea reads it too. And just say, hey, guys, this is my order. Would you mind expediting my order, please? Let them know what the campaign you're referring to, what your name is that you backed under. Neil, they'll take care of you. Like I don't have everything that I need here in my office to be able to expedite your order personally. But we will take care of you. Steve Roberts says Shane raged that Seagal was fake. John trolled by kayfabing total and complete belief in Seagal. Shane and half the chat didn't seem to realize they were being trolled. John is an evil genius. I keep saying that. Thanks for $10. Yeah, I keep saying that. Hey, why the fuck are all these all caps boxes in my restaurant's dumpster? Dude, please no. I can't take it anymore. Eric Weather says, send me the script. Eric, yeah, I will. There is no script right now. There's just a plot. That's all there is. You know how I work. It's like I write a plot and I want David to run with it and do whatever he wants. I designed one of the ghosts and I sent it to him so that he would see what the ghosts look like. By the way, if you want to see any of this stuff, like join my Subscribe Star. My Subscribe Star subscribers get to see all this stuff in advance and some stuff that you'll never see. I try to, send them preview artwork that they see before anyone. So they already know a little bit about Fearsome that you guys don't know yet. It's pretty cool. But yeah, Eric, when this is done, like I will, believe me, you're getting the script. We'll get the first 20 pages done. And that'll be great. I would love to have the book finished. There's an opportunity here to actually do a comic book that's 20 pages and maybe get started on the next one. Have that 20-page comic book completed, at least the artwork completed, as we crowdfund it. I'm not doing that to myself because I want the power with Cyberfrog to take my time and make the epic Cyberfrog story. But look, I mean, it is possible since other people are drawing this stuff to get links done in time, to get the first issue of Fearsome done, to get Heather Swain done. I think about that, to get Elephant done. And the other thing that occurred to me today as well is I have Bastardized, which I drew. I have it. I've got Bastardized. I was supposed to give it to DC Comics, and it's a fucking great book. What if he pulls a T-jaw on you, Ethan, says Tiny Baby Sloth. Well, I'm paying him as he goes. Now, here's the thing. First of all, that whole situation, that was, I mean, I don't want to assign blame to anyone there. I don't want to assign blame to any one of those partners. But let me just say that I'm not worried about it. I'm not particularly worried about that. Here's the thing. This is not a partnership. Working for me does not mean that we are creative partners. This is a work for hire arrangement. You don't own anything that you're doing. It's all mine. There's no guarantee that you're going to get to do this job. If you flake, you're fired, and I'll hire somebody else to draw it instead. It's work for hire. Whereas with Gabe El-Taib, and I've said this from the start, the only way to go into these situations is there's one boss and there are employees. That's all there is when it comes to working with other people in these crowdfunds. Otherwise, if you've got a 50-50 partnership, gay shit happens, okay? So there's me that owns Fearsome, and there's David Williams, who I will pay to draw it as long as he wants to draw it. And he can sell the artwork. He can make a little money on it. I think it's going to do really well. I mean, there might be a bonus in it for him if it performs really well. But yeah, this is a work for hire scenario. So even if we were to disagree in some way, in an irreconcilable way, you didn't want to work for me anymore. All right, nice working with you. I'll get somebody else. It's crazy, that whole situation. Steve Larry says, will Heather's Diary cover B be a virgin cover, have the title, etc.? Sunbeam. It'll have the title on it. It'll have the title. It'll have everything on it. And it's going to be in color as well. So I just don't have the colors right now. Won't have them until Friday or Saturday, according to our dear friend Kyle Ritter. Let me see. Wilberforce Booster says you should update your campaign saying exactly what you just said. It might help. Okay. A Dark Harvest? Or what? Like Direct Planet? You know, I will update everything. I think Gabe made fun of me or dissed me today on Twitter, but I could be taking things personally. I don't know if Gabe's talking about me when he says, and I don't know why he would, because, you know, Gabe and I are on good terms as far as I know. I mean, you know, I didn't do anything to him. In fact, the job that he has right now, he has because of me, right? It's like I'm the one who I could have offered Eric July any colorist, but it was me who said, I think you should hire this guy, Gabe El Taib, and get him off my. I mean, I think you should hire Gabe El Taib. He's a great colorist. You know, you should work with him. And Gabe El Taib is over there, like, you know, like, yes, we're kicking ass on. Trying to find his thing here. His entire timeline is like Eric July stuff and FNT stuff. Can I find what he wrote? Maybe I can't find it. Boy, he tweets a lot. He tweets even more than me. You know what? I barely tweet anymore. I don't tweet like this. I don't retweet everybody like this. I gotta go through this just to find anything that Gabe wrote. All this stuff is written by other people. Let me see here. Gabe El Taib is hosting in. Oh, here it is. Here's the thing. All right. I don't know. Is this, guys, you're going to have to tell me if he's talking about me here, you know, or what, because it would be interesting if he was. I don't know if he is. I don't know what's going on here. You tell me. Let me read you this tweet. Who knew? Hold on a second. Who knew focusing on the fans and the comics, getting them done ahead of time, not stirring up bad faith drama like a tween girl, and not taking years to deliver because you're too busy indulging yourself. I might actually snap and commit murder one day. It might happen. I'm not saying, apropos of nothing. I'm not saying because of this, but it could possibly happen where I just finally go, you know what? That's enough. You think I have time to indulge myself? You know what my fucking life is like? Would gather such goodwill with fans and customers alike. Oh, wait, and then I guess you can show more there. Now, I have to wonder if, like I am friends with, sure sounds like me, says Obi-Waner. Lol, 100%. Stirring up drama is the fun part, says Forest Publishing. Now, I have to wonder, first of all, why do these robots use the same phrases over and over again? I got to wonder why the phrase bad faith is being used all the time by these people now. It's the gayest thing in the world, bad faith. It's completely SJW. And I've said that over and over again. Bad faith is gay. But I seem to recall some really fucking oppressive 13-year-old girl drama coming from this guy. Don't you recall Gabe El Taib posting photographs of like horrendous I won't even say what he was posting photographs of. Picking fights with Patrick T. Parnell, threatening to sue him. Getting into a fight with David Williams because David wanted to kill the kids in his story. And that being a big ordeal. He'll sue you, Ethan, says Trevor Bruce. Yeah. Wow. Is that in bad faith? I'm sorry. I don't mean to be in bad faith. I don't mean to criticize people in bad faith and call out their hypocrisy in bad faith. Far be it from me to do that. Far be it from me. Gabe voted for Hamas in 2016, says P. Callan. I mean, oh my God, it was nothing but drama. Gabe, it's nothing but drama with you. Going over there and, almost getting Comicsgate evicted from all comic conventions because you went there and took a picture in front of what's his name's booth, Mark Brooks, in a menacing way. It was nothing but drama. What the hell, dude? Hold on a second. Caution Time says triple the backstabbing, triple the passive aggressiveness, triple El Taib. I like drama. I like to stir up drama. It's no problem here. Usually it's because of honesty. Usually it's when people are being forthright and honest. Nobody wants to hear that. That's usually drama. Forest Publishing says Blood and the Sword launched today on Fun. And no offense, Gabe. I'm not taking a shot at Gabe El Taib at all. I'm just saying you're the tween girl drama queen, not me. You are. Don't you forget it. Blood and the Sword launched today on Fun My Comic today for the price of $5. Hell, Comicsgate. Oh, that's interesting. $5. They're X's, not tweets now, Ethan. I guess that's true. Bad faith. Everybody's like, good faith, bad faith. They all say the same shit. It's all nonsense. That's my kind of drama, laying that truth out on Front Street, says Matt Six Bar. Well, you gotta. It's crazy, though. Indulging myself, I get so little free time that when I go outside to smoke a cigar, I take a picture of myself and post it on Twitter. Look at me relaxing. This is amazing. All I do is run around from one task to the next. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Says he in a tween girl, drama girl manner. Says he in a tween drama girl manner. Me? What? I'm an indulger of the best things in life. Let me see. Ron Crossman says, F that guy. He's not only a shit star, but also a pile of shit. His book is one of the only books I've never backed. Oh, really? Well, I'm not saying that about Gabe at all. I wish him luck. He's just, he's a silly fellow sometimes. And this is the way silly fellows behave. Dark Harvest. Boom. Dark Harvest is live right now. This is what I'm promoting. Let's see that 270. Come on now. Let's go. Can we get there? 270. Excellent. 270. Thank you, everyone. So tonight we have done a couple of things. We've launched the Diary of Heather Swain. 2 different covers on the Dark Harvest campaign. You can still get all the Dark Harvest books. I've taken some things down. You can no longer get Unforgettable Tales. And pretty soon you're not going to be able to get the Chromium Blood Honey anymore because we did already choose our print run for that. The Trump mugshot cover is down. A few other things that used to be here are no longer there. But the Chik-N-Fried box is live and available right now for the first time. You can get one of the Chik-N-Fried boxes that we were going to make for Wreck Planet, but we didn't. And now we're going to make it. We're going to make it for you now so that we don't have to look back with regret. We want to look forward with anticipation. We never want to look at the beauteous cover. And don't worry, some people were like, I can barely see Cyberfrog. He's like lost. Don't worry about that. You got to leave it up to Kyle Ritter. I know what Kyle can do. I'm not working in black and white. I'm working in Kyle's color. He's gonna push Salamandroid back and pop Cyberfrog forward. You just watch. I know this guy. Here's the Chik-N-Fried box from all different angles. This is what it's going to look like with the all caps guy laughing in the middle. Let's do it. Love it. Absolutely love it. I love it. I love this. I love making Cyberfrog stuff. I love working with you guys. And thanks for making it possible. Now, here's what I want to complain about. Let's get started. We got Gail Simone. Who just this morning, I believe. Was this morning or was this yesterday? Did anybody see this? EVS is starring in the reboot of Gossip Girl. EVS regrets Cecil. Cecil's pathetic, says J-Rock. No way. I love Cecil. Cecil's one of my few things I'm really proud of in Comicsgate. Ethan, watch the new Ghostbusters trailer. Okay. Trailer. All right, was this yesterday? Gail Simone says something really strange. She posts a picture of Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, Ms. Marvel, actually, Was this a Miss Marvel outfit or Captain Marvel? I can't remember. But it's Carol Danvers. And this is like this great costume that she used to wear. It's sexy. It's awesome. It's hard to be an obnoxious bitch wearing this costume. I mean, I'm sure that there are some people who could. Laser Pants says, Gabe looks like he smells bad. Look, all right, enough. I don't mean to be mean to Gabe at all. I'm just pointing out that I see him and it's like, hey, Gabe, listen, remember who Papa is around here. Remember, you owe me some gratitude at the very least for whatever is good in your life. I definitely did help you. Oh, yeah, I also got a Vespas too, says Steve. Oh, thank you. Wait until Anna's cosplay, says Alfred. Is Anna doing this? That'd be great. It's Treller, dummy. Everyone knows that. I said that. I said Treller. All right, so Gail Simone says, I think it's kind of unlike her, but maybe it isn't. Like, maybe I'm wrong about that. I got to think back about what I know about Gail Simone. And honestly, I don't think, Gail did some stuff that I don't like, but one of those things wasn't covering up the female form. She wasn't that person because she would do Batgirl and everything. Batgirl would be classic costume. Wonder Woman never covered up. Like she never asked for, Gail never asked for costume changes that would sort of stop women from being sexy or revealing. I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. So she says, I love the more modern, slightly military-inspired costumes. Military? But really, I am sure I'm in the minority. What? But I always liked this Captain Marvel outfit. It's deceptively simple, yet very effective to my eyes. Am I wrong? No, you're right. Everybody knows that. When you say you're in the minority, like maybe that's like your crowd. Like maybe your crowd. Is Gail a minority? She's like Caucasian, right? Anyway, no, everybody thinks that. Like nobody likes the Captain Marvel costume. Nobody likes it. They just put up with it. So saying this is like, you're in the majority. Like this is when you say something like this, like normal people go, yes, of course. Like most people, the vast majority of people say, no, this is what we should, this is exactly right. So it was strange. Like a lot of people are sharing this. Look at the amount of tweet. I don't know if this is a lot or a little for Gail. Gail has an enormous, huge, gigantic, fat channel. Like a lot of subscribers. It really is. Like she has a fucking enormous, huge subscriber count or follower count, So I like this could be a lot or it could be a little. I don't really know. Probably like 200 200,000. I don't even know. I don't know how many followers she's got, but she's got a lot. Don't throw stones, EVS, says Kafka Fanatic. You'll never see me lose a stone. Don't you worry about it. So I don't know if this is like a lot or a little, but anyway, it got a lot of feedback and it got shared around the Comicsgate circles, which I don't know how Gail feels about that, but in a way, like again, I knew Gail, and I think that Gail would kind of, in a weird way, be subversively conciliatory towards the fans that have become Comicsgate now. I can picture her doing that now, like going, okay, things are not so good right now. So maybe like I should make gestures and inroads towards the fan base that we've lost for reasons that I can agree with. I don't think I'm doing Gail Simone a disservice by imagining that she would think this, because I did know her. So I think that's something she would do. All right. But not for long, because in comes, hold on a second. I say, this sounds like someone, like everyone's slowly waking up from a nightmare. Bring back big titties and more exposed female skin and superhero costumes. #Comicsgate. That'd be nice. But where did I put it? Is it here? Let me see. I got to scroll down now. Man, oh man. Okay, here it is. So Kelly Sue DeConnick shows up. Here we go. Kelly Sue DeConnick shows up and goes, I can never tell when you're trolling. Why would this be a troll? Like, you're trolling. Kelly, you think she's trolling about this? I like a superhero design. I like this skimpy ass, sexy, classically designed superhero costume. You think that's a troll? Why would that be a troll? There's nothing particularly conservative or comic skatey about it. It literally is just a classic costume. But she says it's a lovely design. Cockram, which she spells wrong. Cockram, she says. Cockram. Why is Kelly Sue DeConnick calling him Cockram? Cockram. Spelled C-O-C-K-R-U-M. Cockram. Dave Cockram. One of the guys who designed a lot, co-created a lot of the X-Men that we know and love today. Storm, Nightcrawler, Colossus. Cockram. Cockram is brilliant. Well, he's dead. I knew him, by the way. I don't think Kelly Sue DeConnick ever met him. Hold on. Let me pour one out thinking about Dave. Dave Cockram, a really good guy. I knew all these guys, shook all their hands. These guys that died subsequently. I knew Dave Cockram. And Kelly Sue, you are no Kelly Sue DeCockram. Kelly Sue DeCockram. Man, I just think about that. Like, Dave Cockram died. And he, I think he died in 2004 or 5. He died and he didn't have to see the comic industry become shit. He didn't have to, he didn't live to see it become shit. I really think about that, People are like, are you worried about AI taking your job? And it's listen, I hope I die before then. I'll leave this world, to my kids to have to cope with. But I don't want to live in a world where Shadiversity is making art. I don't want that by plugging in a few keywords. God, I don't want that. Just let me go. I'll just have nice memories. My ghost will be floating around thinking about nice things. I won't haunt anybody because I don't want to know what they're thinking or what they're doing. If I die, though, I will be watching all of you masturbate. And I'll be laughing at how small your penises are. I want you to know that. If I die, and I have the power to revisit Earth and, haunt people, whatever it is, I will be using that superpower to laugh at how small your penises are and watch you masturbate. And you'll hear every now and then, you'll hear a ghostly, you'll hear that. And you'll be like, oh my God, that's Ethan. Yeah, no one's ever really gone. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Jerking it to Heather Swain, says Road Tax Hippie. Oh my God, no, please. That would be a disgrace. Anyway, she says, Cockram is brilliant, but I don't think it makes sense for the modern incarnation of Carol, which is the one that Kelly Sue DeConnick is behind. Yes, that's exactly right. Okay, and Gail Simone says, no, I agree. I said the same thing on a separate post. It might not ever have really fit Carol. I just think it's a nice design, but no one should listen to me. I just thought Infectious Lass had a banging costume too, so Gail just immediately reels it back in. Kelly Sue DeConnick, Alpha Dogs, Gail Simone, and basically says, hey, you see the direction that all these other fish are going? The school, we call it, they're all going in this direction. Those fish are piranhas, and I don't care how big of a piranha you are. You're going to get right back. You're going to get a chance. Get back into the school. There's a lot of this. I'm cooking my mic. Hold on. Is that better? No, that's not better. Right there. There's a lot of this. Drew with Comics Elite says, Ethan, I got to come on and talk Unholy Nightmare. We're fully funded in 1 week, but I want to keep going. Drew, come on tomorrow, dude. We're going to do, tomorrow we're closing out Ghosts of Mata Kumbaki. How's that doing, by the way? Come on and join us then. You don't want to come on now. When I'm talking belligerent idiocy. Not when I'm talking belligerent idiocy. Ghosts of Mata. Mata Kumba. Oh, look, it's there's David Williams here. Best just to King Ethan and the Mighty Chat. Fearsome script is great. It's a lot to live up to. Having fun, going back to work. Be well, one and all. Yeah, give me another page, dude. Everybody's excited about Fearsome. Serious question. What's your favorite part of fulfillment? Actually, the first day is my favorite part. And people getting the books. And I can answer that question. People getting the stuff and opening it up on Twitter. It's wonderful. Absolutely love it. Ghost of Matakumba Key is very close to $200,000. Can we get there? I mean, are we going to be able to get there tomorrow night? I told Graham Nolan probably like 7 p.m. we'd start and then sprint all the way to 3 a.m. Try to get this over 200,000. In every other case, this has been possible. But you know what? I take nothing for granted. Nothing at all. Didn't Az use Graham in his rant as an example and call it Ghosts of Matakumba Bay? Lol, says Ryan Tyler. Palmer, the inexorable word nerd. Yes, you did. And his chat had to correct him. Even like everybody knows, like even people who aren't pretending to be Graham's friend, they know it's Ghosts of Matakumba Key. What's your favorite part of Fearsome? My favorite part of Fearsome is the car accident. Literature Devil says, what's your favorite part of developing a story? When enough of it clicks together that you can tell it to somebody and they are listening. I mean, listen, when you're telling a story to somebody and their eyes glaze over, you're clearly not telling a story that's worth telling. But I had 16-year-old Kaylee enraptured, literally like telling her the story of Fearsome. She was, she loved it. And when I got to the end, she couldn't believe it. The ending is really scary. Drew says, I'll gladly come on tomorrow. Submit the link. Thank you again, Ethan. The audience will be blown away. And no doubt, Drew. And thank you for $10. You're invited. Hold on. Ask me some favorite part questions. I like these questions. God, what's your favorite trolling is getting annoying. Ha ha, says Excelsius. Eric made an ISOM shirt that says, what's your favorite part? I did see that. That had to have been, that was definitely Friday Night Tights intervention. That's what you should do. I mean, honestly, spinning that around, it's not easy. There are some people who don't know how to deal with trolling. That's how to deal with trolling. People are trying to teach Eric July that. Like, that's how to deal with trolling, is to just take ownership of it. But that requires a certain level of kind of thick-skinnedness, self-awareness. EVS, did you see Cecil promise to blow everyone who bought? No, I didn't see that, but somebody make sure he pays that off. What's your favorite Marx Brothers movie? Horse Feathers. What's yours? I like Horse Feathers because of the football game. That was the best move they could have done, but EJ is still pretty cringe. Well, he's got literally he's got the guys around him now who from Friday Night Tights who are like, you got to even they know they're like, you got to take hold of this. Honestly, it could be worse. Sitting there saying, well, what's your favorite part of ISOM should not be a problem for these fans. But the way that Eric has handled it has got the fans spun out of control. Now even his fans think it's like, this is the bad faith question. There's nothing bad faith about it. Some of the good faith, bad faith shit. It's a simple question. Just answer the question. The question is meant to illustrate something that I agree with, that not enough people are reading the comic books. They're collecting them. You don't have to read them if you don't want to. You could say, what's my favorite part of ISOM? Selling it on eBay, making a profit or not. That's my favorite part of it. That's why I bought it. I'm a speculator and an investor, and that was my favorite part. You can say that. But ultimately, what we want to do, and I keep saying this, and everybody's going to repeat me eventually. First, they get mad at me and they want to isolate me. They want to make videos calling me out. They want to, all these guys think about me nonstop. I watched a little clip of, Eric July and on with Az and a mauler who was not even paying attention. He'd gone off screen. And what's his name? Gary Nerdrotic. Making all these references to me. Again, these guys, I live in literally that is the meme. The meme with these people regarding me is the guy crying with the smirking mask on, right? That is and I live in their heads. I really do. They talk about me nonstop. I know you're hearing me. Stop fighting me and just do what I tell you to do. Please. We would have been past this already. It wouldn't have been a problem if you just listen to me. And here's what I'm saying. Start telling the fans to read the comics. That's all I'm saying. Say, I want you to read the books and I'd love to hear your feedback. Not about how pretty the print job is and how well packaged it is and how it got there so quick. Who cares? You know what comes out quick? Diarrhea also comes out quick. That's not important. What's important is, how is the story? And ask people to read it. That's the point of all this. The point of all this is to create literature stories. Don't be late to that game. Don't be late to that. Don't be late agreeing with me about that. And I know you will. Let me see. Your Ultra Costa says, my favorite part is when the chat calls you fat and gay. You're fat and gay. Thank you, Your Ultra Costa. I'm not. These guys are calling me fat and gay in bad faith. It's not in good faith. Or in good taste. Christopher says, EVS, Cecil can tell you how to keep a 16-year-old. I love that shit. My favorite part of the stream is when EVS threatened the chat with haunting them while they jack it. See, that's the worst thing that you can imagine. You'd think my grandmom, is probably watching me right now from heaven. I used to think that too. And then I'd get harder. Let me see here. Caution Time says, what was your favorite part of Game 7 of the... Why you got to do that to me? Why you got to do that? Hold on a second. Make a laughing man... Oh, wow. That went by fast. The chat's moving. Excelsior says, Ethan really wants to have the FNT crew as friends. Yeah, I do. That'd be really nice. I would like to be friends, with those guys. They're my type of people. Constipation is also an issue, though, EVS. That's true as well. Crusader Joe says, they attack you because they can't attack your point. I don't tell them to do anything. My suggestions to these people, they're always on point. I don't tell them anything that's going to be self-destructive. I tell them, I say, this is what we should be doing. This is how, and then they attack me because they didn't think of it first. And then they eventually come around to it. Me saying you guys create nothing except for static and bullshit. And then, yeah, they're making comic books. That's great. Hold on a second here. She's a legal adult. She's not 16, says Paul Taylor. I want to make that clear. Cecil's girlfriend is like a legal adult, okay? Not 16 years old. Wilforce Booster says, I sincerely believe you're fat. EVS is coping. Pack those boxes, Pie Man, says some guy 209. Matakumba Key, link, please. Oh, yeah, chat, could you please, if we can get another couple of backers at least for Graham tonight, that'd be great. That'd be wonderful. Mata, take EVS's advice or else. They're going to spill all those texts. Ethan threatened me. He said, we better listen to him and tell the fans to read our comics or else. EVS, what's your favorite pie, says Excelsius, who for some reason is attracting my attention tonight with his messages or her messages. Lemon meringue and apple are my favorite pies. My favorite two pies. Wow. That's right. You know what, Ethan? If people don't take your advice, it's none of your business. But I'm just saying that they do eventually. They fight, and then they do eventually. And they should just go ahead and just cut out the part where they fight and just do it. I'm always right. Always right. You will all eventually, and cope and seethe about it. This is the whole thing. Cope and seethe as you do what I told you to do 5 months earlier. And eventually things even out. Let me see. Sean Collins says, my favorite part of Alpha Core was backing Hogzilla instead. Did you back Hogzilla? You should back Alpha Core too. That's Chuck Dixon. You got to back that because Chuck Dixon, I think, is going to get a payday out of that. We like that. We want Chuck to do well. You are coping and seething. Hold on, I want to hear that. Do you guys mind if I play that real quick? It's not long, the coping and seething thing. It's 29 seconds. Do you guys care if I do? All right, ready?
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
Oh, look at this. I got all 4 Hogzilla covers, says R. Bruggeman. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Valley Law says, you weren't right about Andrew Tate. What did I say about Andrew Tate that was wrong? I love Andrew Tate. That's right. That's the correct opinion. McAdams says, what's your favorite part of getting paid to do what you love? Making comics. That's my favorite part. My favorite part is making comic book content, owning it, loving the characters that I'm creating. That is my favorite part. I do love it. I like it here. I like when we've got Cyberfrog Dark Harvest, and it's damn close to $300,000 for this campaign. I'm grateful. I thoroughly enjoy what we're doing. Oh, I'm not sharing it for some reason. What happened? I want to share my Dark Harvest campaign. Share. There we go. Share. There we go. All right. Third time's a charm. Paul Taylor, $10. Falling over dead is not a business strategy. Also, looking for Direct Planet when I get it. Are you close to finishing fulfillment? That would be my favorite part. Banana cream is the best pie. Well, let's take a look and see what these boys did today on Rec Planet. Find out what kind of work they did. I seem to remember them saying that they were mostly going to be doing Second Chance campaign today. But also, they would be doing some bags and boarding and prep work for Second Chance tomorrow. So I don't know if we're going to see too many results, but yeah, these guys don't goof around. Don't you worry about that. All right, let me see here. All right, share this tab. This is the Wrecked Planet, the first Wrecked Planet campaign. As you can see, we have fulfilled 11,065 packages. As you can see, we have 769 to go. Unacceptable. I want to see that number get down into the 600s tomorrow. Okay, so that's the first Wrecked Planet campaign. And then we go over and we'll look at the Second Chance campaign right here. And as you can see, we have fulfilled 2,267 packages here. With 653 to go. 653 to go on this campaign. That's fulfillment. I look forward to it being completed. I really do. It is... oh, you guys probably couldn't even see that. Was I covering it up? Son of a bitch. Croak and Seed says veto versus goalposts. Hold on a second here. Patrick T says, I'm telling you, look up apple pie cookies. I gotta stop. I went, one of the things I had to do today, I ran around like crazy today. I had to go grocery shopping for Andrea because Ava is home sick with a flu. So she's like, we got to get groceries. We don't have any fruits or vegetables for Ava. We need, meat. I said, do you want me to go? She said, you'll go. I said, yeah, I'll do it. So I went grocery shopping by myself. And I got all steaks. All I did, I got all the fruits and veggies for Ava. She likes cucumbers. She likes grapes. She likes Honeycrisp apples, strawberries. I got all that for her. And then I went to the meat section and I bought a stack. Like Andrea would have made me stop. I bought a stack of steaks like this high into the cart. I said, I'm getting back on the carnivore diet. I felt good when I was on the carnivore diet. And I'm going to not eat sugar. And today I did not eat any sugar. So that's good. I would like apple pie cookies. Don't get me wrong. All right, let me catch up with you guys here. Yeah, I'm just, it's not even about losing weight. It's just about feeling better. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be fat. That's just who I am. Christopher John says, hi, Ethan. Andrea needs a Dodge Elephant. Yeah, it turns out that Elephant is owned by Dodge. They have some kind of trademark on that. So we've had to change the spelling of it. Meat is what's for dinner. Carnivore diet's great. You see this here? What is Neil saying? Neil's saying... Anyway, this is cyberfroghelp@gmail.com. If you have questions, if you had a problem with your order, please contact Cyberfrog Help. That goes straight to people who are in the warehouse and who can fix the problem right away. You send it to me and I look at it and go, I can't. I'm here I can't do anything about it. I'm here in my studio. There's nothing I can do. I don't have toys. I don't have books here except for those. I don't have packing materials here. I can't fix your problem. But the guys at cyberfroghelp@gmail.com, they can fix your problem. They'll do it in the morning. They're usually pretty good about it. All right, hold on. All right, so what the hell was I talking about? You want to see the new Punisher? Yeah, I tried to rent Punisher. I went to Blockbuster it, but I accidentally rented Punish Her instead. And it involved like multiple orifices. A lot of young black men. A lot of them. And just one woman. It's called Punish Her. I should have known. I was just like, well, wrong movie. I don't know why that keeps happening to me. New Punisher, Jim Garrison, debuts in Marvel Universe by creators Dave Pepose and Dave Wachter. Like Frank Castle. Frank Castle is in this. Jim Garrison is driven by the death of his family and a thirst for justice. Formerly with S.H.I.E.L.D., Garrison's tech-savvy approach echoes the Punisher's 1980s through 90s arsenal. comic explores Joe Garrison's quest, teases high-tech vigilante action in Punisher #1. So they've had to get rid of Frank Castle for some reason, because I guess he was just a naughty boy. And he had a logo that he wore that the military and the police were enjoying. They thought it was cool. People are saying, is he gay? He looks it. Ryan Tyler says, I tried to rent Punisher, and I got some superhero movie. Yeah. Jim Garrison, the pro-Trump political cartoonist? No, Jim Garrison, the tireless activist, searching for the truth in the JFK assassination and blaming it all on homosexuals. And he was right. If you watch, and by the way, it is now the 60th anniversary of the JFK assassination. So now's a good time to break out Oliver Stone's JFK and give it another watch, because people didn't realize it, but that entire movie theorizes that, you know who killed our president, John F. Kennedy? The homosexuals, the gays. He actually explicitly says it. They say, it was a homosexual thrill killing. Bunch of gay guys wore gold body paint, sucked each other off, and came up with the idea of killing JFK for fun. And that's what he believed. That's why he took, what's his name, to gay guy to trial. You and a bunch of gays killed the president for fun. Nobody said anything about it. I don't know why this movie, which, by the way, is one of my favorite films of all time. As you can see, I've got an autographed poster on the wall. I love it. I like the idea that they blame gays for everything. Nobody said anything. Nobody blamed. Nobody said this movie is nothing but homophobia. Nobody said anything. They just said this is an important American film. All right. It's a mystery wrapped in a riddle inside an anus. Gross. Don't want to see that on screen, says Paul Taylor. You didn't see the movie? You didn't see JFK? Force Goes Fabio is blaming the juice. Eric the Bunks is here. He is fully ready to take the blame as a homosexual himself, with a pink pair of spectacles and a purple beard. He said JFK had it coming, which is and going from what I hear. So, is the Zapruder film a gay sex film? Says Cord Wayner. Yeah, I think so. All right. So anyway, that's who Jim Garrison was. And this is Joe Garrison, who is his brother, who is now the new Punisher. JFK ruined Joe Pesci for me, says Demonized. How many pages is The Diary of Heather Swain? It's the only thing I don't have yet on Dark Harvest. It's 20 pages of story, and good story, good content. 24 pages total. There'll be some backup material at the end. So you will like it. You need to read it. It really is about, it's going to tell you everything that you need to know about the Vespus invasion. Have you pre-ordered the JFK 4K disc? I didn't know that there was one. I have 4 different versions of JFK. It is literally one of my favorite films. I do love it. But I didn't know there was one. I have I collect certain like movies when they come out in physical media. I have about 12 different versions of Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, and a lot of them are autographed. Like I have them autographed by stars from the movie. What's your favorite part of JFK? Oh, that's a good question. I like it all. What's my favorite part of JFK? Oh, I like when he is. I like the sequence where he's at home and he's obsessed with the whole thing. He's reading all the Warren Commission books, and his wife is like, "You gotta, your family's here, and he's just like, "No, I'm too busy reading." Like, he threw his family away, basically, because he was obsessed with the JFK assassination. I like that part. It reminded me of The Shining a little bit. I said that to my first wife. I tried the Jack Nicholson speech from The Shining out of my first wife, Hunter's mom. I said, when you hear me down here doing this or not doing this, whatever the fuck you hear me doing down here, I am working. I said that to her. I can't remember exactly how that speech goes. Wait, let me see. Doesn't go well. When you're a young man, you think you can say anything to your wife. Hold on a second. The Shining, I am working. Nicholson. See if I can find just that speech. Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. This is the shit right here. I don't know, Flash or something. All right. Yeah. No, hold on. So she comes in. And I completely understand this whole thing. Like this guy like seems like an asshole, but now first of all, let me just preface this by saying if Andrea were to say, Ethan, I want to come over and give me a kiss when I was drawing, that would be no problem at all. Like I make room for Andrea. Andrea is the perfect woman. But almost any other woman, well, I am focused on my art. I am in another world. I am focused on drawing the comic book scene. And you come in here.
Get a lot written today?
With a stupid question. This is my face. You get a lot drawn today? What do you mean? It's 11 a.m.
Yes.
Hey.
Hey.
Weather forecast said it's going to snow tonight.
What am I supposed to do about that? It's going to snow? What do you want from me? I don't know. Put on a scarf. Put on some mittens. The fuck are you bothering me for? I'm trying to draw this stupid comic book for my idiotic editor at DC Comics. He's sitting there telling me I got to have 3 pages done by tomorrow. Do you understand what that means? Do you understand what it means to have responsibilities? Do you even understand for one single fucking second what would happen to me if I didn't finish these 3 pages of Beast Boy by tomorrow morning? Do you even know? Wow, I just sold something. Thank you. Somebody just bought something on eBay because of my performance. And another thing, and another thing, and another thing. Wow. All right, hold on a second. Let's get back to this.
What do you want me to do about it?
Yes, exactly. What? What can I do?
Oh, come on, hon. Don't be so grouchy.
I'm not being grouchy.
I'm not grouchy. I was in the zone, and you came in and you broke me out of the zone with idiotic references to the weather and your small talk and your sweetness. Don't you understand? Duval isn't ugly, but close to it. Lol, says Fenrir Fire. Well, she is now. You see her now. Grouchy Van Smug, says Patrick Tate. I used to watch this scene and I'd be like, yep. All right.
I'm gonna finish my work.
Then you smile like that. I want to finish my work. Yeah.
Okay,
anything else?
I understand.
Yeah? Do you?
I'll come back later on with
you will?
sandwiches for you.
Oh, sandwiches.
Maybe you'll let me read something then.
No.
Wendy.
By the way, you watch this and you completely know that this is how Shane Davis is at home. That whole thing where he was just like, Wendy, that was Shane Davis. That was amazing. Core Wainer says 60 IQ. Who has a 60 IQ? She does. Her teeth are worrying. She good woman, says Doug 35. I mean, that is definitely Shane Davis. The like gasp of like Yanzi. All right, hold on a second. Let's watch the rest of this.
Thing to you. Whenever you come in here and interrupt me, you're breaking my concentration. You're distracting me. And it will then take me time to get back to where I was. Understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you?
Fine.
Fine. Get the fuck out of
I'm
here
gonna
then.
make a new rule. Whenever I'm in
This
here,
is the best.
you hear me typing.
Typing. You hear me drawing?
Whether you don't
Hear me drawing. What the fuck you hear me
doing
doing?
here when I'm in
In
here,
here,
that means that I'm
working.
That
Means don't come in here.
You think you can handle that?
Do you think you can handle that? Shocking. What an asshole. But this is, listen, this is one of my favorite scenes. You say, what's your favorite scene in The Shining? It's this one. This is my favorite scene. You have to understand, you're in is this, leave Ethan in the basement, Andrea. No. Listen, Andrea, when Andrea comes down, I'm like, Andrea, come down and spend time with me. You want to watch the Hallmark Channel while I draw? I want Andrea in the basement with me. Understand, I work better when she's here. She listens to me. She's interested in what I'm doing. I'm interested in what she's doing. We get along really well, me and my wife. But I'm telling you, this is Shane Davis's behavior. And it might reflect how I felt when I was working at DC sometimes. Because they would just sit there and they would make unreasonable demands. And you'd be like, okay, if I drink enough caffeine and eat enough Entenmann's donuts, I'll be able to do this. As I blow up like a balloon, I'll be able to do this work. If I just, and then, hey, how you doing there, funny face? What? Ethan is Queen Bee in the basement hive. Yes, me and Andrea down here. It's true. Hallmark Channel. No, she likes it. Listen, it's Christmas time. This is the whole thing. The Hallmark Channel at Christmas time, she likes it because it's like, it's a warm cup of cocoa. I watch it with her and I go, that girl's hot, dude. This looks like it's going to become pornography, but it never does. Never does. It's just a nice Christmas show. Let me see. Yuan Wong says there's no need to be a porno parody of this scene. Oh, there needs to be a porno parody of this scene. Wow, that would be something else. All right, hold on. Let's finish the scene.
Fine. Why don't you start right now and get the fuck out of here?
Huh? Can you do that? You start right now doing what I say by getting the fuck out of here. Can you do it? Hey, what's the weather going to be later while you're walking away? Hey, how's the weather out there, dimwit? And I finally get back to work. Shit. Where was I? Now I can't even remember where I was. And then you throw the typewriter across the room. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. And that's the way it is. That's how women are. Don't talk to olive oil like that. You spelled oil wrong. It's O-Y-L. Oh, what a great scene. Whether you hear me typing or whether you don't hear me typing, what the fuck you hear me doing in here, I'm working. And that means don't come in here. Everybody can relate to that, right? I mean, everybody can, sure. Rizzo 1812 says, my tree is up already. Really? Oh, that's nice. Ethan, John told Shane that he gave you a complex with the fat coffin. Oh, that was so disturbing. I had to go. It wasn't a complex, but I was like, this is really depressing shit. EVS, is Andrea the model for Heather Swain? Sometimes she is, yeah. She's literally modeled for Heather Swain on at least 3 occasions. And a lot of who Heather Swain is comes from Andrea. A lot of times, When can I read Snowman? Starblades 2. I'd like to tell you my favorite part. Snowman's pretty soon. Let me clear the decks just a little bit more. I can't take anymore. I'll get Snowman out. Starblades 2 is up to Kyle. I would like Kyle to do Starblades 2. You know what I would like is I'd like him to, like, if he's not going to do it, then make me an animated why can't he make me an animated Cyberfrog trailer like he made his animated Starblades trailer? I will say this, as lovely as Rippaverse animations are, Kyle's, that he did all by himself was way better. Just way better. Andrew, my life with a fat man, says Fatty. Kyle is distant. Yeah. What's your favorite part of your body? My hands. And my eyes. And my ears. Don't bother me while I'm working. Ethan Young from the bathroom, says Eric S. Yeah, that Starblades trailer was amazing. Hold on. So we haven't watched that in a while. Let me see what that looks like. Starblades trailer. Promo video. All right, now you watch this and you tell me if we could do this with Cyberfrog. Like, I don't see why we couldn't. I don't know what Kyle would charge. What, like a couple $100,000? Okay, deal. It's on. All right. Sorry, that's untouchable. Amazing. You can't tell me that's not amazing. Kyle Ritter. Yeah, why can't he do that with a Cyberfrog? Just give me like 1 minute of Cyberfrog animation like that. Make it look cool. What's your favorite part of that trailer? I think the scene where they're all standing there, all like the whole team. Josh 1945 says that was dope. Yes, indeed. That's not amazing. Why? Says WR Winter. Kyle is the most talented person in CG by a mile, says Young Butt. Turn nut. Well, why don't you purchase a copy of his comic book? It's on my eBay store. Starblades. Get a copy for that. Of that. Ryan Palmer says that was absolutely beautiful. The answer is no, says Crypto Ken. Universe says that trailer needs more pigeons. I would pay to see Kyle animate Cyberfrog. Would you? I would too. I'd love to see Kyle animate Cyberfrog. Let me see. Do a Cyberfrog trailer in claymation, says some guy 209. What's your favorite Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons song? It's funny that you should ask. I do have a favorite. Do you have a favorite? I do have a favorite Frankie Valli song. It goes like this.
Loneliness is the coat you wear, a deep shade of blue is always there. The sun ain't gonna shine anymore, the moon ain't gonna rise in the sky, the tears are always clouding your eyes when you're without love, baby. Emptiness is the place you're in, with nothing to lose, but no more to win. The sun ain't gonna shine anymore, the moon ain't gonna rise in the sky, the tears are always clouding your eyes when you're without love.
So good. Leave that sweet angel Annie Andrea alone, says El Petty Cab Avenger. Jacob Morningstar says, have you heard the Walker Brothers version, EVS? Yeah, I have. I don't think it's as good. And again, it was written for Frankie Valli, right? It was written by, what's his name, who wrote all of Frankie Valli's stuff. So, who was in the Four Seasons, I believe. Walker Brothers is better, you think? What about the Cher version? Hold on. Cher actually covered that song, and I never heard it. It's going to suck ass. Hold on, let me find out. Sun ain't going to shine anymore. All right. This is going to be a piece of shit. So far, I don't hate it. It's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. That I don't like.
Loneliness
Ugh.
is the cloak you wear. Deep shade of
No, I don't like it. All right.
blue is always there. The sun ain't gonna shine anymore.
Nope. It's not as good. Frankie Valli has a way with a song, man. I don't like it. And I'm not against Cher. I don't really have any problems with Cher. You know, I'm not a fan, but like, I don't care. Do I like any Cher songs? Not that I can think of, but I don't hate any of them. Yeah, I don't know. All right, hold on, guys. It's Christmas time. Merry Christmas, everyone. Welcome to Casa Van Skyver. Have a seat. I'm playing the piano for you, tickling the ivories. Sing it, but make it awful, says Wood Chippy. Merry Christmas, guys. It's right around the corner. Come on over and join us here in Greece or Las Vegas. What is that? Is that LA? What is that? Is that Atlantic City? What is that? Happy holiday, Van Skyver, says Janko Morningstar. I like this song. Oh, my dear Savior's. I like this version better.
Oh, holy night, stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pine, till he appeared, and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoicing, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angels' voices, oh, oh night divine.
You guys don't like that? Got a lot of complaints in the chat right now. Encore. Listen, I mean, it's the glory of the human voice. People don't even realize what you can do, like how good of the human voice, what it's capable of, until you hear something like that. Truly amazing, spectacular. Still better than Michael Bolton, people say. All right, we got a nice article. I don't know if you guys read Bounding into Comics or not. Are you reading Bounding into Comics? Hold on a second. Let me catch up. How come all my super chats stopped the minute I started singing? No super chats. All right, here's Bounding into Comics today. The front page news story. Comic book readers reject sodomy-filled Alan Scott Green Lantern book by Tim Sheridan. This is just another typical news story. Balanced. Reasonable. Paul Ogg says, that was why you don't get the $100 super chats like Camelot. All right, now hold on a second. Let's forget about that for a second. We'll think about that another time. Not right now. That's too painful to deal with. Comic book readers chose not to purchase the sodomy-filled Alan Scott Green Lantern comic book by writer Tim Sheridan, despite Sheridan begging his followers to purchase the book despite Comicsgate. In the middle of October, Sheridan took to X to beg his followers to purchase the book, saying, "I'm here to ask you a favor. The book comes out DC next Tuesday, October the 24th, but already the haters and the queerphobes are out in force, doing everything they can to see that this book tanks. They use code and make it sound like they have legit problems with a book they haven't even read yet. But the truth is, they just don't like that there is a queer hero, a queero, in the upper ranks of the DCU. The only way we can shut these people down is to make this book an undeniable success. The only way to prove to the big publishers that there's a huge market for authentic stories about LGBTQIA plus characters, and these stories are for everyone, is to buy the heck out of books like these." So here he is. His face really bothers me, so I'm glad there's a blue arrow in front of it. Sheridan went on. "This one's only 6 issues, and each one has a few variants. So I'm asking, if you have the means, buy them up. Buy extras. Give them to people you really think need to read it. And ask them what their favorite part of it was." You know, if you ask this audience, like, what was your favorite part of Alan Scott Green Lantern? They're going to say his balls, his penis. His penis was my favorite part. 200 watchers left. Oh, my God. This is terrible. Show the byline again so I know where to direct my hate. What's your favorite part of Alan Scott Green Lantern? His butt. Okay. I'd buy a book called Queero, says McAdams. We'll do it. I mean, look, don't buy it, make it. Don't just buy things. Don't just be a consumer. Like, be a creator. You know, get these ideas, just run with them. He then claimed he would not pocket any additional profits from an assumed increase in sales from his pitch. And you might say this sounds like a great way for Tim Sheridan to make a bundle in royalties. Well, no. I won't make a penny because every single royalty I receive from these 6 issues will go straight into a charity that is very important to me and that I've supported for a long time, the Elton John AIDS Foundation, an organization that works really hard to give Elton John AIDS. All right, so that sucks, man. Do not give Elton John AIDS. Fucking hell, man. We need that guy to live. I'm still standing. How many comics did this sell? Says Force Goes Fabio. I don't know. We'll it's been done, says McGowan. Oh, it has? Coordinator says, I'm not keystering any profits. Alfred Riser says, I never cared for Elton. Well, you know what? You would if he had AIDS and your job was to literally care for him. That'd be a good job. Say, you know what? I never cared for you before, but now it's my job to care for you. I'm asking you to join the core, the Alpha Core, he begged. If you care about truth and justice, about shining a light in the darkness, if you think comics are and should continue to be for everyone, this is just this whole thing. You know, listen, Alfie in the chat, whatever, Alfred Ortiz. This shit is just the exact opposite. Caution Time says, what would it sound like if Tim Sheridan angrily promoted ISOM? It sounded exactly like this. If you're tired of the woke shit out there. Oh, that's Sir Elton, you pleb. All right, Sir Elton. I want Sir Elton John to get AIDS. Fine. It's no different. If you care about truth and justice, about shining a light in the darkness, if you think comics are and should continue to be for everyone, or if you just want to force these Comicsgate trolls back under the bridge they crawled out from, please support our book and send a message that the bullying and the lies and the hate have to stop. Everyone deserves to see themselves in comics. Everyone needs allies. And if you're an ally, now's the time to step up. Well, maybe they deserve to see themselves in comics, but does it have to be a positive representation of themselves? I'm going to put, I'm making a new superhero, and his name is Richard Spencer, man. He deserves to see himself in comics. It's going to be a real positive representation of Richard Spencer and the alt-right heroes. Base Stickman. Base Stickman. What is this? Hey, I've sent a JFK 4K pre-order link to you on Twitter. It's got tons of extras. Oh, all right, thank you. I'll buy it. SHS Rebels 08 says Cecil needs to give Elton John AIDS. No, it's not AIDS with the apostrophe S. It's AIDS. AIDS is it's not like plural. It's we got to stop bullying people around here. It's important. All right. Everyone deserves to see themselves in comics. Everyone needs allies. And if you're an ally, now's the time to step up. We outnumber them. How could that possibly be? I just don't think statistically that's true. I mean, I'm not saying that there aren't a lot of gays. There seem to be more and more every day. What I'm saying is there's no possible way statistically that you outnumber non-gays. So let's pool our power, vote with our wallets, and beat these assholes. That's not the first time you said that, is it, Tim? Add as many of these 4 variant covers for Alan Scott Green Lantern. All right. So anyway, lots of scenes of butt sex in Green Lantern here. Which is weird. As Sheridan noted, the book released October 24th, and according to ICV2's Comic Hub system, the book failed to break the top 50 most comic books sold by units list. It failed to break into the top 50 most sold comic books by dollars list. Comic Hub system for the month of October tracked sales from over 125 stores. And it is a non-random sample of over 3,000 stores selling American comics worldwide. To reiterate, the book did not chart at all. It's weird. You would think that this is exactly what people want from their superhero comic books. You know? 2 guys pushing their naked tummies together in a wild embrace. Pushing their hairy chins together. Rival comic book creator John Delarose and the Bounding into Comics collaborator John Delarose. You put that twice. commented on the book showing up on Comic Club listing saying it's not in the top 50, so it's not in the top 50 books. That means the sales of it are absolutely atrocious. People were not picking this up. It's not selling. It's just not there. So this is a huge, huge destructive loss for DC Comics. Once again, as they're trying to push this agenda everywhere you go, yet nobody wants it. Not only did the book fail to chart on the Comic Book Hub system, but the book is ranked 25,763rd on the Kindle store. That's not good. That means that there are 25,763 books that people would rather read on the day that this book came out. That's a lot. Like, that's a lot. It would take me a long time to get through those other books before I got to this one. 170 for superhero comics and graphic novels. Even that one. 169 other books. I never get them all read. Clearly, comic book readers were not interested in the sodomy-filled Alan Scott Green Lantern #1. They just weren't. What do you make of comic book readers rejecting Tim Sheridan's Alan Scott Green Lantern #1? I don't know, like a 5-minute bit on YouTube is what I make of it. You know, what do you make of it? Interesting. Sodomy-filled. Spunky Stomach Comics presents. Here's Matt Bird, who says, Ethan, I completely agree with you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Paul Taylor says, no, I'm just kidding. All the mainstream superheroes of both companies of Marvel and DC to Vice being striving in sexual preference tales is disgusting as all heck. I don't know if it's disgusting. It's just boring. It's not like, to me, it's not like, oh, that's really disgusting, even though maybe it is. It's just that it's boring. And, you know, you can do other things. And, you know, the comic books are an opportunity to tell exciting, crazy, weird, scary, heroic stories. And why does everything have to be about gay romance, you know? And that's what it is. Like, you know, it just ends up being like these gay romance tales. And they say, well, yeah, but like you see romance in like heterosexual romance in comics, do you? Not that much. Not 5 pages worth of rolling around in bed taking selfies of each other. Selfies with each other. You don't really see that too much. Not in the comics that I grew up with anyway. I mean, I wouldn't have mind seeing Reed Richards and Sue Storm engaging in marital procreation, but that was never, like, Stan Lee and Jack Kirby never put that in there. Most of the time, Stan Lee featured scenes of Reed Richards being abusive to Sue Storm. I mean, that's like most of what he did. And it was great. Like, I mean, that was really cool. Stop this. That's like the best thing. All right, let me see here. Continue without the save line. Let me prove this to you. Some of you are like, what are you talking about, Ethan? Mr. Fantastic was awesome. No, he was Mr. Fantastic. 15 times Reed Richards was Marvel's biggest jerk. All right, let me see. Injected his son with nano machines. All right, that's not like great. These are all new. Where's all the old stuff? Oh, I don't want to see that. I like him slapping. Susan, I said, shut up. See, he's not that much different than Jack Nicholson. Giving her a nice smack across the face there, keeping her in line. Yeah. Let me see. Just like a woman, everything I do is for your own good, but you're too Scott. This is like me talking to at Friday Night Tights. I mean, if you read this panel, I'm Reed Richards and Sue Storm is like Gary Nerdrotic here. You know, or as. Maybe not Gary. I don't really talk to Gary, but like as. Just like a woman, Everything I do is for your own good, but you're too scatterbrained and emotional to realize it. Well, all right. I can play your game. I can play your way too, Miss Heel vs. Babyface. Oh, go polish a test tube or something. I mean, you're right. I've been a blind, inconsiderate fool, but I'm going to make up for it. I want to buy. I wouldn't say this to him. I want to buy you a whole new wardrobe, and then you and I will do the town like it's never been done before. Darling, I don't know what to say. Fine. Good. Wives should be kissed and not heard. Look at these fat girls. All right, hold on a second here. He was like that to her all the time. If you read old Fantastic Four, like he just wasn't a nice guy to sue. He just wasn't like the best guy. His behavior wasn't that good as a husband. Mine is much better. Wow, thank you guys. Cyberfrog Dark Harvest linked to the top of the chat tonight. We added the Diary of Heather Swain. A new edition of that is going to be going to print with Dark Harvest right here. This is the cover to Dark Harvest, by the way. I might run a limited run of this cover too, but I want to run the Dale Keown cover. So this is going to be the cover to Dark Harvest. There'll be some of these too. And the Chik-N-Fried box. And what's so great about this is there is a brand new cover for Diary of Heather Swain. Here it is right here. It's going to be in color. You'll see this colored up by Kyle Ritter probably Friday or Saturday. And thanks very much, everyone. Thank you for backing it. Thank you for making us laugh about love again. Let me look at you guys. Ooh, a Dale Keown cover, says Paul Taylor. Yeah, it's a good one too. I really like it. EVS reprint Dale Keown merch. Like what? Like what should I do? If I hit her with a frying pan, she'd be dead. George Papard. EVS, he only did it for her own good. I mean, I know that. Ethan, man, you think I like hitting you? Scott. You think I enjoy hitting you? Why is everything a nightmare? The greatest of Stanley's creations was the Fantastic Ratio. Yeah, we brought this up. Fantastic Ratio works. It works in media. It works in fiction. What is it? Stanley developed it. You've seen it. When you have a cast of characters, for every 3 or 4 men, you can add 1 woman. You see this happening in it's called Fantastic Ratio because of Fantastic Four. 3 men and 1 woman. And by the way, she's the Invisible Woman. Okay? Invisible Woman. Then you see it in the X-Men. 4 males to 1 woman. Beast, Iceman, kind of not really a male. Angel, Cyclops, Jean Grey. 5 to 1. That's ideal. It carries on through the Avengers, and everything that he created was the Fantastic Ratio. It really works. It works every single time it's tried. You look at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. 4 males, April O'Neil, right? Power Rangers, close. Power Rangers is close. Ghostbusters, 4 men, and then the chick that answers the phone, or what's her name? Sigourney Weaver. Professor X is just like, he doesn't really count, you know. That would make it like, you know, 5 to 1, but yeah. So either 3 or 4 to 1. Because if you have too many, then you've got what's going on right now with the Marvel movie, the Marvels family, whatever the Marvels. Nobody wants to see that. Like, women are not funny, and you put 3 women together and they're going to be not funny. It's not going to be, it's not cute. It's not clever. It's no fun. Oh, it's Captain Marvel, Ms. Marvel, and then the original, not the original. What's her name? Ms. Marvel, Monica Rambeau. Oh, they're just, how charmed. The hijinks they're going to get up to, these women. Yeah, it's not going to work. And I mean, it doesn't even matter. Like, there's no possible way that movie could work. There's no way. You could get a great script, but it still wouldn't really work because people don't want to look at 3 women unless they're being bossed around by 1 man. And that would be Charlie's Angels. Like Charlie's Angels works because we know that they're beautiful women who are being told what to do by one man. And that one man is us. Like we just go, oh yeah. This is a good fantasy for me. Like there are three beautiful women and I come on the radio. I'm like, hello, angels. Today, here's what you're going to do. You're going to triple kiss me and blow me. And then like, that's why that works. But for the most part, like it doesn't work. It just never works. Alfred Ortiz says it's the cat stuff in Marvels that makes me cringe. Lame guy. Well, of course, like, who are you appealing to? You're appealing to cat ladies. If it's three women, and it's like, if it's three women, here's the situation. You're trying to appeal to women who have no relationships, no men in their lives. You know what they have instead? They have a cat. They have lots of cats. So that's what it is. You got three women, and then you got a cat that vomits up tentacles, and it's like, ha ha ha! That's so random that a cute little cat vomits tentacles. Ha ha ha! It's yeah, it's that kind of sense of humor. It's dumb. Yeah. I'm not going to go to that movie. I know that everybody else is going to go to that movie so they can make hate videos. I'm not doing it. It's not even getting good reviews. Elmer Dugabagadu says, sigh, perhaps you're right. Yeah, just give in. It's better just to kind of go limp and accept my accuracy about most things. I hate that stupid cat. I haven't seen the movie, says Eric Huffles. And the whole thing is like, oh no, like at the end of it, there's a Kelsey Grammer plays the Beast at the end of it again. He's the surprise. Hey, wait for the credit sequence so that you can vomit when you see Kelsey Shannon in blue makeup again. He's the Beast. Make hate videos. I don't want to. Does Fantastic Ratio work if one of the male characters lost his genitals in an explosion? Oh, you mean like Cyborg, Caution Time. It still works. Yeah, I don't want to make hate videos. All my videos are love videos. I talk about things that I enjoy. What I enjoy is pissing on Marvel and DC. That's what I enjoy. Nice article about from Coliseum of Comics about how the comic industry is going to die next year. Did you guys see that? People reading that? That guy's awesome, and he's always right. He's always been right about this stuff. From ICV2. Comic Stores 2023. It's nearly 2024, and I'm more than concerned. This is Phil Boyle. I like Phil Boyle. This was my comic store. Like, you know, I've told you the story before. Like, this was when I lived in Orlando. It was in the worst part of town, like Orange Blossom Trail. You had to go down Orange Blossom Trail if you want a hooker, pornography, or drugs, and or comic books. You know, so I would go down there every now and then, pop into Coliseum of Comics. I was really shy, you know, even though I was a big star. Very humble. Why are people talking about Kelsey Shannon? Kelsey, is he in here? Yeah, it was. You know, hey, I need to get some comics, some drugs, pornography, and also I got Boogie 2998 here, so I had to pay $15,000 for a hooker for him. And that's where you go. You go to Orange Blossom Trail. All right. This guy, he knows what he's doing. He's got several stores. It's nearly 2024. I'm more than concerned. Marvel and DC, you blew it. Or maybe you just succeeded in your plan to kill off an American art form of which you've been the able stewards of for 80 years. It's baffling that something so prolific was ushered to the chopping block and executed. Strong accusation? No. Just the unvarnished truth. As new comic sales find new lows. Worse, you've gutted an army of... See how wrong Alfie Ortiz has been this entire time? He was sitting there saying that I was wrong about this. Nerdette's newsstand was saying I was wrong. See how wrong Nerdette was? Don't listen to Nerdette, Tristan. She's wrong and I'm right. And just remember that. And I just want to point out once again, these people eventually will all come around to realizing that I've been correct from the get-go, from Jump Street. It makes me angry that I have to just say this over and over again. Comics are booming. Yes. Beryl says in all caps, her voice. I know, dude. What the hell was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Worse, you've got an army of passionate retailers who've worked in this biz for decades for close to poverty wages in many cases. To put such a system of advocates in every state and major city in America and around much of the world would cost a fortune. But it happened organically to your benefit. And in gratitude, you've strip mined what little profit there was in favor of short-term goals and chasing corporate bonuses. We, the retailers, cultivated the fan base the same way the underappreciated creators created the precious IPs that have made their parent companies obscene amounts of money. It was a biosystem of fans feeding off Wednesday excitement, eager to spend money on not only the comics that drew them in, but the t-shirts, lunchboxes, mouse pads with Spider-Man or Batman on them. Fan, retailer, creators have all suffered under the recent corporate mandates. Where did it go off the rails? It's not such a conundrum to anyone with 2 active brain cells and a list of back issues. They need to complete their runs. First, comics first and foremost have always been entertainment. Sure, collectible entertainment, which justifies the cost to entertainment ratio. But along the way, the immediate sale and false bolstering of numbers through variant covers, convoluted events, and incessant reboots left the considerations of fans behind. Character swapping, gender bending, and changing sexual orientation of beloved characters fell flat with the Wednesday warriors who supported the industry for decades. The crowd of new readers the changes were meant to attract didn't translate to a one-for-one swap, leaving a declining customer base. To make things more difficult on the retailer side, in a very deliberate abuse of both the FOC system and retailers' goodwill towards publishers, we constantly have to FOC, final order, some cut, an issue 2 issues out rather than the next issue. This makes ordering a guess. Throw in 4 covers on number 5, then 6 on number 6, which is by Art Germ and another by Scotty Young, and then 7 has 5 covers by neither cover artist, and 8 has a celebrity appearance cover. It's a consistent and very deliberate shell game, forcing retailers to guess on nearly every next issue. Yeah, you don't have to. You just crowdfund. You don't have to guess. You shouldn't just put in an order. You should crowdfund and find out what the fans say. How do we fix this? Assuming we can pull the canoe back over the waterfall at this point. A friend of mine recently moved into a condo, took up an advisory position on the board. The pool was in need of repair, the roof needed replacing, and the facades and landscaping had seen better days. There was no money to make the repairs, and the only solution was to add $150 a month to everyone's condo fees to pay for the repairs. The meeting that followed the announcement was less than friendly as people complained about the extra costs. My buddy explained that everyone had been living off the equity in the condos and put no money into the condos, thereby devaluing them. And here we are in the comic industry facing the same conundrum. Marvel and DC have strip mined the comic industry for the better part of a decade, putting no money into the market that sustained them for 2 years. Much like the condo association, an investment is needed by those who lived off the equity for years. If you want to market in 2 years, yes, 2 years tops, you say, and then it's the end. Then the time to invest is now. What we need to revitalize this market, $3.99 comics. I would say $2.99, but we have increased rents, labor, and insurance costs to cover, so $3.99. $4.99 is a non-starter with too many fans. Fewer covers. I know this will get some pushback from every corner, but without focus, it's all about the value of the covers and not what's between them. Max of 2 covers. While you're at it, give us a hook to sell, not just another convention commission piece with no indication of what's inside the comic covers. 3, editors who are editors. Too many stories are lackluster and agenda-driven. Too many covers are con-sketch drivel with no sales point. And too much interior art is amateurish. It's clear neither Marvel nor DC has a publishing plan beyond the current reboot. 4, the characters are iconic for a reason. The movies never got traction until they leaned into what made the characters decades-long successes. Change is good for story, but inevitably, you need to touch base with what brought them. Gender swaps, sexual orientation changes, and outright changes to who's in the suit are short-term headline grabbers, but without long-term sales, with very few exceptions. 5, tell stories without proselytizing. I beat this drum for a decade and more, but here we are, chasing away a large portion of our customer base with every new tale, as they want entertainment, not a serialized sermon. 6, limited new characters. Fresh blood is great, but it's become obvious that characters aren't organic to stories. They're shoehorned in for a bump in sales. Dance with who brung you, as the saying goes. And number 7, I'd ask for minimum advertised price, but we're not in that world anymore. You make deals with the devil, which is also on you. Number 8, here's a big one. Discount and shipping. Marvel and DC screwed this market. So if you want to continue to have people dumb enough to labor 60 hours a week for poverty wages, to sell and advocate for your precious IPs, you need to invest in that market. You strip mine. That word again, though, it applies so precisely. All of the cash out of the direct market, and retailers are bleeding from the bone. We need your investment or this market goes away. No, you can't just sell online as the minimum production cost won't be met with online only. Investment means putting books on stands at a cost to you, not the people with the highest I'm so inspired by this. I'm inspired by this. Actual plan. Set a minimum for each title by store. Every issue over that minimum is sold to brick and mortar retailers for 60 cents. This puts books on stands, minimizes cost to retailers, and helps print runs. Why should you listen to any of this? Because your livelihood is tethered to the retail community. Rome is on fire. Fiddle or get on the phone with some of your key retail partners and find out what it's like out here. But be prepared for some ugly stories. Without some immediate action, I see 25% of the retail stores closing at the end of the first quarter, 2024. Holy shit. Cyberfrog 3 Red Extermination is live right now and enjoying some healthy attention from the backers. And I'm grateful to you guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Cyberfrog Dark Harvest is live right now and also enjoying a little bit of attention from the backers. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. One backer. But it's 1:30 in the morning. The Electric Blue Cyberfrog campaign. Electric Blue Cyberfrog toys.
Every day walk the line like I'm walking on a wire. Taking my time, but my blood is on fire. Down to the marrow, from a shudder to a shockwave. Holding my ground, looking for a new escape. I'm choking, started and broken, crawling out the same ditch, looking for the off switch.
Guess I gotta quit and find another way.
Before I get stuck in my place.
Travis Parrick says you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong, eh? 1 year later, damn it, you were right. Son of a bitch. I know, dude. EVS is so much better than attractive and thin, folks. Thank you. Happy that the Chik-N-Fried box has been resurrected. Good for the books that won't fit in the blood honey and honeycomb boxes. Those Granty's nuts. Yeah, make sure to get one. I believe that Comicsgate is in desperate need of a Kathleen Kennedy type. Can you court Gail Simone to get you coffee? Says Professor Savage Dad. Wow. Duke Royal says, Captain Cummings, Biblical Reading Channel. What's it called? What is his channel called? Let me see. Was called like Wows or something like that. I want to see him read the gospel. Guess I better quit and find another. No, that's not it. There's an exclamation point at the end. Wows. I might not get to see him read the gospel. Not today. Good for him. Let me see here. I sincerely believe you're fat. Happy Veterans Day, Saturday. Hail EVS, hail Cecil, says David D. Oh, I didn't know that. If Alan Scott is gay, then what about Doiby Dickles, says Emery Calamay. Yeah, was he like his gay partner? Doiby Dickles. Jenko Morningstar, greatest of Stanley's creations. I read this one. Mick Adams says, I want to buy the Diary of Heather Swain. Can you please tell me what the chicken box is and why I should buy it? Because I probably will. It's a box. It's just a box. We were going to make a shipping container. You're looking at it. I mean, you can see the pictures of it. We were going to make that and use it as a shipping container back for Wreck Planet. People liked the idea, but they wanted it in mint condition. They didn't want it to be used as a mailer. So I canceled it. But people have continued to ask for it. So I've decided I'm going to make it. I'm going to make the chicken box now, the Chik-N-Fried box. But it's just a mailing box, and it'll look good on your shelf. It'll, store your stuff. It's not as good as the honeycomb box. It's lower quality than that. I want you to understand. But it's also much cheaper than that as well. All right. Anyway, should I just go to work? How come Shane and John aren't in here? What are they doing? More than meets the eye. Here we go. Wazuru, no chicken box, no bags and boards. We solved all of these problems, Wazuru. Don't you worry. We did it. We did it for you guys because we love you. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for being here. And I ask you one more time, will you consider going over to the Cyberfrog Dark Harvest campaign and supporting it tonight? Backing a copy of Dark Harvest, which you need. You need to get Dark Harvest. It'd be great if you got the Diary of Heather Swain. Both covers are one of the covers here. It'd be great if you got a chromium edition of Cyberfrog Blood Honey with this cover. Really nice. I can't wait till those come in. And then we've got the Chik-N-Fried box as well. Anything that you back here as you go through to checkout, you will find that you can add on a very inexpensive Vespis Forager action figure. It's called Discount Forager. It's $30 instead of $75. You'll also be able to find a 90s Cyberfrog action figure for, I think, $25 instead of $40. Is that what it is? Something like that. But anyway, discounts. 2 discount action figures that you can add onto your order. Death Sting is here with glow-in-the-dark covers. Back all of the Death Stings. Get a copy of Wreck Planet if you don't have one yet. And God bless. So I'm very excited about this. Very excited about all these books, especially Dark Harvest. Dark Harvest is what I'm working on now. It's crazy cool and a lot of fun. Just got to get it done. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you. You're the best. EVS Raid Camel Moon. All right. Sounds good to me. You guys have a terrific night. I will see you tomorrow. We're going to close out Graham Nolan's campaign for Ghost Up Mad Kumbaki. It's going to be really, really good. And hopefully we'll get him to $200,000, which would be his first 6-figure times 2 young lady campaign. I will see you then. And you guys have an awesome night.
Compton in the house.
What the fuck is this?
Jumping up the stretch, Hummer running. Fly ladies from wall to wall. With my beats, I'm fading all of y'all.
Can't let your mind dwell on. Turn that off.
I want to see this on your desk. Promise?
Yeah.
What you like? Fast to slow in my car on time. A straight fucking while we fucking bang. Why you chillin' for the summer, homie? Jumping on the stretch, Hummer running. Fly ladies from wall to wall. With my beats, I'm fading all of y'all. Can I play this many double life? Oh, she shake me with a butter knife. Up a level or a lot. Still that thing where we go. Now KK got a space at the back of the club, low key. I did my thing in the court. That's why I'm getting past the door. I got my eyes on tight. I'm headed straight for a corner. Got my eyes on this freak with 10 suckers on a roller. The type that claim that fly and fresh. Yapping like hoes about who got the best Rolex.
It's Departed soundtrack's fucking killer.
You got it? Yeah, it's good.
Got a space at the back of the club, low key. I did my thing in the court. That's why I skipped past the bar. Got my eyes on tight. I'm headed straight for a corner. Got my eyes on this freak with 10 suckers on a phone. The type that claim that fly and fresh. Yapping like hoes about who got the best Rolex sweat. Drenching all of my head and my shirt. It's time to shake my buzz. Grab a skirt and go to work.
So how was your party that day at the house?
But don't hurt. Time at the club.
What the fuck down, will you?
Spend a lot on the trip. Where you chilling for the summer, homie?
Cheryl, make sure Mr. Soprano is scheduled for 2.
Just remember it.